the show is called Different Class, and it's based, I'd say, the sort of theme or the thing that informs the material. That would be the best phrase. And when you use a phrase like that, you have to do that. As if you're sort of blowing fluff. The thing that is about not really fitting in to any class. I'm not very working class, and I'm not very middle class. I find myself uncomfortable around people who are assuredly working class, but similarly appalled by people who are terribly middle class. And I'm just, maybe I'm just a misanthrope and I don't like anyone, but it's pretty much about that. And it's not like I'm coming from like solidly working class roots to doing well for myself. I came from very sort of in-betweeny, not quite working class, not quite middle class roots, to being sort of quite nouveau riche now, essentially. And so it's a lot of it is about that, but also about not being famous but not being obscure, and about just not being clever but not being stupid, but just
Where's the most exciting place you've performed?
Most exciting place? Well, I don't know. I did the Teenage Cancer Trust gig at the Albert Hall once. That's quite, just because it's the Albert Hall, that's quite a thrill. I went on holiday to the Grand Canyon, and there was 16 other people or 18 other people on the trip, and it's we're all going down in various boats. And when I mentioned that I was a comedian, we decided then one night around the campfire, because it's like a 16-day trip as well. We'd camp every night. I think throughout the course of the trip, I put on 3 shows for the other guests.
Wow.
So that would be the biggest venue I ever played, was the Grand Canyon.
Around a campfire?
Yeah, that would have been bad if I died on my arse around the campfire, and then I've got to spend another 10 days rafting with these people. And we're going, apparently he's a comedian. I don't know how we was able to afford this trip.
Why is the rest of the festival, it's only just started, but why is the rest of the festival going to be particularly great this year?
I don't know why it's going to be particularly great this year. I can't give you an answer for that. I don't think it is. It's going to be another festival, another year. I can't say this year's festival is going to be particularly great. If anything, it's a particularly fraught festival due to the fringe box office screw-ups. Also, I'm feeling that the weather is particularly muggy this year. I think we're in for a shit time. It's going to be awful.
No, it's not. Start.
I'm sorry. I think I love the Edinburgh Fringe, and but
Something must have kept
I can't
you
say
coming
that.
back.
I do like it, and I think the fact that my girlfriend, now wife, is a PR, so she's coming here every year anyway, I think has rekindled my desire to just be here. Last year, she was up here and I was down south, and missing, and I couldn't tell whether I was missing her or the festival, which is
That's a sad way to be.
it's a sad way to be, yeah. Well, it's not that I'm missing the festival, but I was missing her, but also all of my friends were also up here.
Why didn't you come up?
I didn't have a show. It's as simple as that, I think it's hard to come up every year. I did, as I say, I came up doing a one-man show, 96, 97, 98, 99, 2000. And by 2000, the standard begins to flag a little. And then you're just going to go, no, I think every 2 years is just right. You let yourself lie fallow for a year.
So that means
And I'm lucky that I can afford to do that in my career, that I can afford to only come up every 2 years and not be forgotten about on my off year,
And that means your show must be really fresh and interesting this time.
It's good. Well, it's basically been... It's not like I've been writing it for 2 years. I've only been writing it for the last 8-9 months. But, just giving yourself time off, and then, it just comes out better, I guess. So
Where it is, when it is, what it is.
Yeah, I'm on at the Assembly Hall, which is like a sort of religious meeting place normally. Yeah, it's like a Quaker meeting house or something like that. And it was also a Scottish Parliament before they built the new Parliament building. So yeah, it's an odd, it's a place steeped in history and tradition. And now it'll just be a place of swearing. I'm on there at 10:20.